Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is a Chronicle with Lottie Arella, where I'm taking you through my life journey, bearing it all, health challenges, family dynamics, and my faith journey. And first, before I continue with today's episode, I just wanted to, give my heartfelt gratitude to all of you who had reached out to me following the news that broke, and all of the prayers and support. It is amazing. Thank you so much. And I just wanted to know that your prayers are helping a lot. It's giving me the strength that I need to do this. And so thank you. So today I am going to talk about the treatment plans that was proposed when the diagnosis was completed. So I had a lot of, like, a team of consultants, about three teams of consultants from different aspects that was on my case. So they proposed surgery, chemotherapy, radiotherapy, hormonotherapy, so adjuvant therapy, which includes hormonotherapy and other things like that. So today I said I was going to talk about the surgery and the details of the surgery. So this was happening by February, middle of February, but the surgery didn't happen until May. And the reason for that was that we needed to put a lot of things in place. It was just my husband and I, and until April, nobody else had known what was going on with us, not even a member, nobody at all, just my husband and I. But when it got to the extent of all of this proposed treatment, we needed help. And then we had to open up to certain members of the family, which we believe that physically, spiritually available, and able to emotionally as well handle what we were going through at that time. So we let in on some people, our pastors as well, so yeah, that was it. And in April, it was proposed for April, but first of all, a lot of things wasn't ready. On the day that we felt okay, people are available to help, it was my birthday, so I was like, no, I'm not doing a surgery on my birthday. And so anyway, that's how we got to May. But before May, I did a mini surgery, well, not mini, minor surgery, which was sentinel node biopsy. They wanted to find out that if that's got to to the lymph nodes, which at the time it had. So the surgery that was proposed, we had different kind of surgery. They were not able to do just the what is it called, the lumpectomy, because the area that was affected was large. If they attempted that, there's really no need. It had to take my whole breast, the affected breast out. And then the options are to take it out. They were not even considering just leaving it like that because I'm still very young. So they're looking at aesthetic part of things, like how is it going to look. So they proposed to do breast augmentation either through implants or use my own tissue to reconstruct the breast as best as I could. I didn't want any artificial thing in my body, so it was a no from the start for the implant. And I know that also there are complications, in the later years with that. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'd rather just leave it there if that's the only option. But thankfully, they decided to do DIEP. So DIEP means taking part of my tissue to reconstruct, and which was also a challenge for them. But they were a really good team. They did their very best. I didn't have much tissue to take from anyway, so but they got the best that they could from different areas, and it was great. So I did that, and the day of the surgery, wow, yeah, there was mixed feelings, a lot of feelings. I was from the human perspective, of course. I was scared, young family, thought about a lot of things that could go wrong, and the devil likes to feed your mind. But God helped me. I was just like, I didn't stay in that headspace, in that negative headspace for long. As like, Lord, you are in this with me, and then I just hand over everything to you. I know that you would see me through. It was just a simple prayer, and I didn't want to show my anxiety to my husband, who was already very stressed at the point. So anyway, I got to the hospital, was early, a long travel, and then early start. They've been pre-warned that the surgery is going to be long, but I didn't have any idea of how long that long meant. And also the recovery period is going to be gruesome and long as well. Actually, I was not allowed, I've been told I was not allowed to lift anything heavier than a cup of tea for weeks, 12 weeks after. I can't drive, can't do any of that, and that was really difficult. I would give more details on that. So on the day I got to the procedure room, to the the anesthetic room, and it was just before 8. The last time I looked at the time before I slept was just before 8, maybe 5 minutes to 8 in the morning, something like that. And then I woke up at recovery at past 9 p.m. This was over 13 hours being under the influence, the effect of anesthetic. I'm not very sure how long the surgery itself lasted, but I was told, not to delay. I think it was 12 hours, and then the rest was just the preparation and waking me up. But anyway, I woke up in recovery past 9 p.m. and the nurse that was looking after me, she was, I could notice the look on her face, and I was sort of worried, like, what is like that look, you're still with it, but you're not very with it. But I know the strange thing that I noticed was I was singing. I was singing a song, and I wasn't even thinking about this song at all before I went on there. And I wouldn't even say it was one of my favorite songs, to be fair. I don't remember the title of the song, but I still remember the exact line that I was singing when I woke up. It was one of the, I think it's Maverick songs. I won't be going under. I'm not here by my own strength. I put my life in Jesus. He has never let me down. Faithful through every season. So why would he fail now? He won't. He won't. He won't fail. He won't fail. He won't. And I was singing the song, and the nurse said, I have been singing the song even before I woke up. How am I singing song when I'm under the influence of anesthetic? I don't know. So I think, to me, that was one of the biggest miracle of the day. Like, God just wanted me to know that he was there with me, even when, like, I was in the best hands, God's hands. So that's I didn't stay in the recovery for too long. I came back to the ward just about midnight. I was awake, but they needed to keep me just to make sure that there's no bleeding. It's an extensive surgery, like every kind of pipe that you can think of is either going inside of me or coming out of me. I was like an octopus. So I got back to the ward, and it was it was long. I couldn't even sleep again that night because I've been under the anesthesia for 13 hours. The pain was there, but I was not troubled. Like, I had peace in my heart. The night was actually also very difficult because the nurses had to be checking, doing some tests every 30 minutes all through the night. So there was no sleep for me. But another thing that was profound for me is that all through my period being in the medical, like looking after patients, right? Patients that have gone through this kind of surgery, in fact, not even close, it takes them a long time to even get out of bed. I know these days you're trying to get them out of bed as quickly as possible with physio and stuff, but they say that the struggle is real. Like in my own case, within 8 hours, I was out of the bed and I was sitting on the chair. Was it painful? Yes, it was absolutely, like, I would not wish that for my enemy, but God gave me the strength Like they couldn't believe it. And before the end of that day, a lot of the pipes had also come down. So the recovery was fast. Okay, the recovery was fast, not without its challenges, but I'm grateful that I can't even give you the whole details because that would take the whole day. But from the time that I was discharged from the hospital, within 4 days, it's amazing. Within 4 days, I left the hospital and came back home, and that is really difficult. I'm going to talk more about the immediate care because I don't want these videos to be too long. I'm going to talk about the immediate care that I received and how that affected things, how that affected me, the family dynamics that I was talking about, and things like that. But like I briefly said, there's a lot of testimonies in this phase, right? God placed me in the best of hands. The surgeons was amazing. They were fantastic. The team, three different surgeons were working on me. They worked on me through this 13-hour period that I was under. So yeah, that is profound. And like nothing went wrong. Nobody made any mistake. Nobody left anything in my body. It's amazing. So that's a huge testimony for me. And also the immediate days that within the first 1 week of the surgery, it was great. It was great. It was great. It was great. It was not without pains. It was not without its challenges, but God was there with me. It's either He's sending people my way or He's sending words of encouragement from even unexpected places. So that is amazing for me. That is profound. And I'm doing this again, just a quick reminder. It's difficult, and I'm expressing this in it's not me to be talking about the difficult part of my life, but here we are. It pleases God to have this. So I know it's not me. Every challenge that I have been through so far, it's not me. It's not for me. It's for you or your loved one or anyone you know. And my sincere prayer is that you draw in strength from seeing that even in the midst of all the troubles, that there is God and He's got you. And if you you just hand it over to Him, everything over to Him, and He is the best person that can take care of it. There's nothing much that we can do as a human, but He always has got His people. So I hope that today you would know, just have it in mind that you are not alone. God is with you. If you are in this, or anyone who is going through this gruesome time and journey, I want you to, if you're comfortable doing that, put it in the comment section. Where are you? Is there anything you're struggling with? I can give you, personal, one-on-one tips, or just things. Sometimes it's just about talking to someone else who has been through it. That would make you understand, because in this thing you might be surrounded by people but you still feel very alone. I get that. So reach out if you want to, if you're comfortable doing that. But in all, know that God is with you, and I'm wishing you all the best, and hang in there. The story has not ended. Okay, this is not the end. Until next time, stay blessed, stay well. See you. God bless you.